Maureen, thank you for inviting us into your home today. We are the two Jackies, and we make psychic visits. That's what we do. So I work with spirit energy, someone who was passed over to the spirit world. So I'm hoping to connect with your loved ones today. And Jackie is an absolutely brilliant animal communicator. So she works with animals on the earth plane and animals in spirit.
Well, I'd like to say also thank you for inviting us into your house, and I know because you told me you have a very special animal that you'd like me to connect with. Yes. So, do you have a photograph of she, and you can tell me about. So brilliant. Oh, bless. That is
Mrs. Doyle.
Oh, Mrs. Doyle.
Mrs. Doyle.
And
as in Father Ted, Mrs. Doyle.
Yes.
You know Mrs. Doyle. Go on.
Oh, go on.
And she's passed the spirit.
She has.
Yes. Oh. And when was that?
About 2 years ago now.
Okay, and what age was she?
I don't know, maybe 13, 14 or 15.
Right, okay, no problem.
Not so sure because of when she came to me.
You weren't sure for age?
Sure. No, yeah, so
exactly, that's not a problem at all. But you had a long time of her life.
Oh,
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
Okay, and animal communication wise, I'll just explain to you that we get pictures, feelings about something. All I'm going to do is tune into her and just give you what I get. And I always say to people, if you understand it, respond back, because obviously she lives on in spirit. She can hear me, she can hear you.
Wow.
Okay, the first thing I get, which is she just said I was insistent. Oh,
she absolutely was.
And I know you've got a garden, but she's making me feel like she would really only just stay at that garden. And I'm right at the door, it's like, let me in, let me out, let me in, let me out. And she just said, I had you on my toes.
What does that mean?
That means that she was trotting along and you were like
trotting
along after her.
Yeah.
So, as the animals put it their own way, said, it's quite clever. I had you on my toes. It was like following. She showed me books upon books upon books. And it's like, do you keep moving books about or something?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh dear. This is her words, not mine, but she said, there's nothing subtle about you. And it's kind of what she means. It's a very, say it as it is, black and white truth.
Right.
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, bless. And she said, I might have been elderly, but according to her, she says, I never looked truly old.
No, she didn't.
Oh, bless. She was also showing me getting claws stuck in something. Did she get herself, and then you'd have to undo her?
Yeah.
Oh, bless. And she's laughing, she's going, silly me, but I'd feel she wouldn't panic. She'd just, wait, Mum will come along, sort me out.
Yes. Gosh, she did that a lot.
Oh,
wow.
did she?
Yeah.
Oh, bless. She's also showing me, like, as if she was in a blanket and you could move the blanket along with her, but then she'd actually stick her claws in so you'd again be stuck.
Yeah, she really was the dictator.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm lucky because my cat, no, my cat sleeps with me, which is sometimes unlucky because he takes up most of the bed. However, I'm kind of hearing like night, sweetheart, as if like she didn't sleep with you or was. Do you understand that? Why she put a distance? Oh right.
Yeah, because I put her in the kitchen.
Oh right. Can we ask why?
Just so that I could get sleep.
Right. Oh, okay. But she's also saying to me there's quite a bit of spiritual activity here.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but apart from the books, I want to move things around. Do you find sometimes things are, you put something somewhere and then it's moved somewhere else or something like this?
Yeah.
Because she's saying to me, my presence is still here.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, and she just said,
picture over there, pictures everywhere.
But she said you can be walking along and still, even now, you think she's behind you.
Yes.
Oh, bless, I've got all goosebumpy.
Yeah.
Oh. And she said, she's like she's a real little person, a cat, because she's talking about her passing, because she said, I didn't fail, my body failed me.
Completely.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
And she's putting her head right forward as if she would come close right into your face. Oh, bless her.
So much so that she used to purr a lot.
Yeah.
And through her, and she was an aggressive purrer, and so, dare I say this, lots of snot. So often I'd be the recipient of her liquid sunshine.
I love that.
But she does say, and she's in spirit, they say what they want to say, but she said aggressive purrer doesn't really go together. She said an insistent purrer.
Oh, she was an amazing purrer.
Yeah.
She was brilliant.
Oh. She's also shown me, did she used to get behind a settee or something? She wants to put me sort of as if, I kind of feel you go in a room and like, where are you?
For the first 2 weeks of her being here, she stayed behind this sofa.
Oh,
For 2 weeks.
bless.
And then when she came out, then she became queen of the house.
Gotcha. Oh. She's saying to me in spirit, she said, I am so well. I've also got these back, so I don't know if her eyesight went really poor or something.
Yeah, she went blind.
Oh, right, okay, bless her. But she's also saying she's clever, but not to the point of banging into things. It's kind of like she'd stopped before she got there.
Oh, she just worked around it. She
Wow.
just very. So I wasn't even sure that she'd actually become blind.
Yeah.
I just noticed that she was walking differently.
Gotcha.
And then I tested, and it's like she can't see my hands.
But she's also, like, she always knew where her litter tray was, whatever.
Always.
Oh, what a
Always.
cat. I bet she's with your relatives now. Jackie, I'll pass over to you.
Thank you. And you know, earlier on you said that she was aware of other spirit energies in the house. She's totally aware of other spirit energies, some of which belong to you.
All right.
But you've got a lady who belongs to the house
Oh,
as
right.
well, who's really pleased with how much you love the house. Really pleased, and so she knows that the house is in very good hands. I've also got, as I'm just tuning into the energy, I've got two ladies who come in together.
Okay.
One, I don't know if this is mum and grandmother or mum and sister, but they are definitely related.
Okay.
But they come in together.
Right.
Okay. And the feeling is with, did one lady pass before she was old?
Yeah, my mum.
Passed
yeah,
before
yeah,
she was
yeah,
old.
Yeah, she was only 63.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, she's younger
Yeah,
than me.
yeah.
Yeah, that's very young, very young.
You're giving us away, Jackie, you're giving us away.
So yeah, because she's telling me that she passed before her time.
Oh yeah.
You know, but her energy is a very young energy anyway. She's got a very young energy, so even if she lived to be 80 on the earth plane, she would still have been like
Yeah.
35.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and there's a lot of loving energy with her. She's got a very what I call playful energy. Now I can't see spirit like this when I'm working this way. I can when I do a different kind of work, but when I'm working like this, I can't see their energy. I can't see them as a person, so I couldn't describe what she looked like.
Sure.
But I can describe her personality, and this is her personality. She's got a lot of fun. This is a lady with a lot of fun. I feel as though she would smile a lot. She feels smiley. You know, even though she might not have had things to smile about, she would go, and she put that smile on. But she
Yeah.
said you're the same.
Yeah.
You do the same thing.
Yeah.
You take a lot on board for other people. You carry a lot of other people's troubles. And then you go, and you put that smile on there, which is, it resonates out and it comes back to you.
Yeah. Well, I work as a therapist.
Oh, you work as a therapist?
So I love working with troubled people.
Oh, do you?
But I never take it on board.
No.
Working with them energises me.
Yes, that's it, because healing's a two-way street, isn't it?
Yeah.
So as you give out, you get back. Well, guess who's helping you in spirit?
Brilliant.
So Mum is definitely around you in spirit. She's definitely helping you. What are you getting, Jackie?
Mrs. Doyle's insistent. I know she's insistent.
I can see you going.
Mrs. Doyle. But when you're talking about your mum, and she's given a great analogy here, is she's shown me, you know, the old-fashioned mops you used to get that look like, you know,
Oh,
bits
yeah,
of
springy
string.
ones.
Yeah, and she's just shown me somebody with like a mop bucket going along. So I don't know if you'd understand that, but she's also saying it's like what it is cleaning up everything and bringing back a shine. So that's kind of what you do, and I kind of think she makes me feel like your mum did as well. It's like, go around and make so everything seem fine, even if it wasn't.
Oh yeah.
And Mrs. Doyle says, am I right?
Do you know how lovely that Mrs. Doyle and your mum are working together?
Oh, I can imagine them.
Yeah.
Would work, yeah.
Your mum loves her.
Oh,
Absolutely
I
adores
can
her.
imagine.
Now, there
Yeah.
are other cats there as well in
Yeah.
spirit. I know that because I can hear them.
Oh right.
Yeah, so I know there are others there that all sort of play together. So this sometimes this house can be a very, very busy house spiritually, and that's loved ones in spirit as well as animals in spirit as well. Who had the birds, or who was it with the birds?
Ted.
Okay, what happened with the birds?
He used to bring them in.
No.
Yeah, he used to bring them in.
Oh.
Yeah.
We are presuming Ted is...
The boy cat. Sorry.
Oh, right.
Sorry. Oh yeah. Sorry.
I was
The boy cat.
Who would Ted be?
My uncle.
My child. Have a
A
bird.
sudden image then of a human coming through the door carrying this bird. So yes, thanks for asking that question.
Ted used to bring them in.
Yeah.
But they were rarely were they harmed or dead.
Oh, so we bring them in.
So we
with
bring-
her.
yeah.
Toys.
Yeah.
She said just toys.
Yeah,
Just toys.
exactly.
And then I chased them around the house.
Yeah, to get them out. Yeah, okay. So so that's one of the cats that is around
That was
Mrs.
Ted.
Doyle as well. Right. Have you had a conversation about windows?
Ooh, it's a bit spooky. Yeah, I'm hoping to get the window man out.
Right, because your mum said she said, I wish she'd hurry up and get those windows sorted.
Yeah. I've got locks on my bedroom windows that are failing.
Oh,
so I'm
really?
hoping this week to get the man out to have them fixed.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, your mum's making sure that happens as well. I can see. I don't know if it's a box with a clasp on it.
Okay. Yeah, I've got maybe a few of those.
Box with a clasp on it.
Yeah.
But did it belong to your mum, or did it belong to someone else?
The one I'm thinking of,
Yes.
it didn't belong to Mum, but Mum and I, we went to Lourdes when I was about 15.
Right.
And
It's a
that's where I
special
bought
memory.
it. She might have even bought it for me.
Yes. Okay. But she's making me aware it's a special
It is very special.
box. It's a special memory. There. What a fabulous thing to have done.
Yeah.
Gone to Lourdes.
Yeah. And the
Wow.
box itself has got my Irish dancing medals from when I was a little girl.
Excellent.
Oh,
Very special.
Excellent. Okay, so it's an extra special memory because
Yeah.
of what's inside as well. And you see, this is what spirit like to do. They like to they give you a chain of thought, and I know that animals do the same thing. So it'll set you off on. I'm thinking about that, but it's thinking I'm thinking about that, and it all comes in together as well.
And what I do get past over Mrs. Doyle, did you ever have one of those music boxes with a little thing that went
yeah.
round?
I did.
But I kind of get annoying.
Yes. They were.
You go for precious, I go for annoying. Thanks, Mrs. Doyle.
And the little ballerina, I used to
Yeah,
flick
that's
like
it.
that and they'd
Yeah.
flick off. And then, because then the ballerina's not there to bend it over to
So
stop
it keeps going.
That's why it keeps going.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you.
You know, and that's
Bless.
interesting because from an animal's point of view, that would be not only just for a human, but for us it would be an irritating thing for an animal, because it's like, I'm going to catch it, I'm going to catch it, I'm going to catch it, you know, or I'm hearing it, which can be quite painful for an animal, can't it, as well? You know, sound,
Torture.
of course, it could be. So there's a lot of different aspects to why memories are being brought from different areas here. Did you have at any point sort of something put onto your head?
It's like a ball when I had my fringe cut. No, plenty of things. Tiara when I got married.
Yes, because I can see something going onto your head.
Yeah.
I get one of those weird, Norwegian type people thing, but you know those wool hats with the long bits on the
Oh,
side?
I know, I've never had one.
Thank God for
I
that.
have.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry,
me.
Jackie.
Yeah, it's me.
Sorry, the Rangers. How was you?
Yeah, pictures to prove it.
Oh, Lord. It looked lovely.
But the tiara,
Yes.
it was part of my wedding headgear,
Headdress,
yeah. And that was via my mum, and attached to that was a beautiful and amazing, which I still have, veil, one of only 6 in the world,
Wow.
that my mum embroidered.
Well, see, now that is classic. That's
Yeah.
a classic way that spirit will say, do you remember? because they literally, I just felt as though something was going on in your head, and I'm thinking, what is she doing? What's she doing? She said, oh, it's special. That's another special thing.
Yeah.
It's not just the tiara. It's actually the veil.
Yeah, it was a huge, great big. I wouldn't even. It went down to the floor and beyond.
Gosh.
That she embroidered because that was part of what she did.
What a talented lady. Very, very talented lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's still very influential now in a creative way.
Yeah.
So what is it that you are doing that's creative because she's influencing you?
Yeah. I through school, my being able to think that through school it ruined my creativity because I was told that I was not creative, that I didn't have a creative mind.
Wow.
So in school I was good at maths but not good at English.
Right.
And so as a result of that, the teachers told me that I had no creativity, no imagination, and I believed them.
Good grief.
And yeah, that's just how it is. It's just like because as kids we just learned
But
it.
if I can
However,
interrupt, did you alter some curtains? I know that sounds really random, but she keeps bringing curtains in front of me.
Yeah, alter, and I also make my own curtains.
Oh, there you go.
If I can't find curtains, then I make some.
You ask, she answers.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I
There
could
you
make
go.
curtains.
You see?
And so every day, and my mom was incredibly creative.
Yeah.
And she was able to draw, and she was just amazing in terms of creativity. I don't think I'll ever get to that level of creativity, but in my work, as well as a therapist, I'm a trainer, and I go on, I do talks and all sorts of things. So my
Brilliant.
mind is forever creating
You've got a
ideas.
creative mind.
Yeah.
You see, that's it. You know, when you say to somebody about being creative, they initially think, oh, you know, it's a painting or drawing or something, but it's not.
No.
It's someone who has that creative mind that can create
And be
things.
influenced.
Yes, exactly. And that's why you're successful. Because of that, and that's lovely support that you've got from your mum. So here's a little thing, because she's laughing and her shoulders are going a bit like this, because she's saying, you know, sometimes when you have these ideas now, you can't take all the credit for it.
I give her all the credit. I give her, and I am incredibly thankful for my mind being creative,
Yeah.
and I just totally
She's
give
working
it
with
to her.
you.
Yeah.
She's working with
Yeah.
you. Do you have a picture of her that I can?
I do.
I'll have Mrs. Doyle.
Oh, Mrs. Doyle. Oh, because I can't see you, see.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
always nice to say, oh, what a wonderful lady she is. Oh, I can just, you know, and as I'm looking at her here, I like looking at people's auras, and I'm looking at her aura here. And she's got what I call a turquoise aura. So the turquoise aura is a very much it's communications. She could get on with anybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, tiny tots, older people, she could get on with anybody. And I can feel that with her energy. Now, did she teach in any way, shape or form?
No.
Because she could have been a born teacher.
Yeah, well, I was actually thinking this, and it's really bizarre this morning, and I can't even remember why it triggered this thought, but I was actually thinking about my mum, how she could communicate with anybody.
Yes.
So she, lots of different people, she would get them talking, and she was just, but very quietly, able to,
That's it.
But I was thinking about that
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah.
And can I also point out, and the turquoise energy,
Yep.
turquoise,
Oh, yes. I think your mum
Your
might
mother
have been.
got us dressed. She's been in our wardrobes.
She's been in both of our wardrobes. Actually, you know, we need to go, what about this colour today? Okay, I love it when they do things like that. Can I also ask as well about garden projects?
Okay.
Yeah. Has this been like a thought pattern with you, like a garden project?
Kind of has.
Yeah.
I'm halfway through. I wanted to make some pallet boxes,
Right.
boxes out of pallets,
Right.
and start growing vegetables,
Oh.
which I've never done before.
So that is a proper project there. Yes, well, I think you'll find she's helping with that as
Brilliant.
well.
Is there a situation around here on the roads that there's like a cross hatch, but it's quite an annoying one, where traffic goes into it that shouldn't, or something you're sitting at and saying you shouldn't be there? Do you understand anything like that? I'm looking at lines on the road, so I think it's cross hatch.
I think just outside our drives, all the houses recently have had lots of work, and so workmen are parking outside people's drives. So if you imagine the crosshatch would be outside your drive,
Right.
and so they're parking in people's
Space.
so they
Got
can't
it.
enter, yeah.
Right, so what she's doing, this is what animals often do, is like giving a ready reckoner. So normally you'd be like, parked in my space or in the crosshatch area. You'll always see it like that now. But what she's doing is every time that happens, you will think of her. So for the next 20 years, when people are in that area, you will think of her. God bless.
Fabulous. What does she want me to do? Scratch the tyres?
No, just think of her.
I will.
It's like every negative has a positive.
And also, she used to sit on the drive, so that was kind of like her viewing
that would be her
point. So
viewpoint.
it's kind of
Yeah.
like, excuse me, my space.
Yeah.
Get some yellow paint crosshatch.
Brilliant.
She's very, very determined to let you know that she's here. But I think you know that she's around anyway.
I feel that she's around. I talk to her anyway.
Yeah, yeah. And I think you know when your mum's around, or you'd like to feel her closer, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
you're aware of her, but you'd like to feel her closer. Have you noticed lights flickering?
Yeah.
Because your mum said she's been interfering with the electricity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so that's something. When we go to spirit, we are energy, and therefore we can interact with other energy. So that is a great way that and that's because you want to know your mum's there. Now she's not going to jump out and go boo.
No, of course.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind if she did.
Well, she probably would try to. It's very, very difficult for them to materialise. It's a very heavy vibration for them to do that. And so this is a way that she can let you know that she is around. But she's also...
But also, in my mind, if it's okay.
Yeah.
She was very DIY.
Yeah.
And so, as a result of her, I learned how to wire a plug at an early age.
Ah.
And my mind is just, in the olden days,
Yeah.
plugs used to have on the top of them M and K,
Yes.
and those were my
Yeah.
mum's initials.
Oh,
So that's just,
Another ready reckoner.
I had a thought pattern of, or maybe this has already happened, I don't know, changing a TV.
well, yes,
Yeah.
because I my dining room is my office,
Right.
and so in the winter time, I like to be at my computer and have a TV there, so
Right.
it makes it feel as if I'm not totally working, and so I need to put the TV in
Right.
situ so that
Okay.
it's actually moving the spare TV into that place.
Into that place. Okay. So yeah, guess who's sitting in your office with you when you're doing that? Because it's like, but it's a thought process.
Yeah.
So you're already thinking about like we're coming into the winter period of time.
Yeah.
So you're going to move the TV in there.
Oh, Mrs. Doyle's just given me a picture from office under desk of like some really obvious fluffy slippers, something to keep your feet warm. So from the cat's perspective, that's how she sees you in winter time. Oh, bless.
But she would, because she used to always sit either on my knee
Yeah.
or on the desk, that if her head just went over, she'd be looking at my feet.
Gotcha.
So
Right.
in the way of the keyboard and everything,
Yeah.
because that's...
I love it that they're working together, don't you?
Oh, it's wonderful, isn't it?
Do you have any questions that you'd like to ask either one of us?
Oh golly, no, I'm blown away with what you've already told me. Well, do they have any advice for me for the future?
I've got some advice from Mrs. Doyle.
All right.
From a cat. She's saying, and I don't know if this would make sense to you, but when you have an idea about something, always have two options. So her option as thought is, if this doesn't work, I know I've got that in the background. So it's kind of not ever been disappointed.
Yeah.
So maybe it might be a thought work-wise, think, okay, well, I'm going to go for that, but I'm going to put them in the background or that, and one of these will work.
Can't lose.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Can't lose.
Are you planning to either to learn something new, or you're wanting to bring something else in to what you're already doing?
I'm planning on bringing learning but giving it out.
Ah, okay.
So I'm on beginning
But are you writing something? Are you like are you
writing, and also going to be doing educational videos to be teaching
Brilliant.
people.
Right, because you asked for advice, and this is what your mum's saying, is to carry on in that vein where you're doing all the writing,
Yeah.
and then you're bringing something new in.
Yeah.
But it's very much a learning process that continues.
Yeah.
So having done that, you'll say, oh, great, that's that bit done. Oh, hang on, there's some more now, and it's opening up another doorway for something else as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I've got I'm at the moment writing some books, and one of them,
Brilliant.
I want an app before I can release the book. And so I'm learning about that app process and all of that. So
that makes sense.
So I'll have to learn all about what that's all about.
Yes, and then that will then open the other doorways,
Exactly,
and then there's more to come from that. So it's like, you're going to be really busy, girl. I tell you.
And on that total sensibility, Mrs. Doyle's got a different thing. Did you go somewhere where there was like I want to say bells, gongs, something like that? I just want to go dong.
No, but that is really weird because I'm planning it.
Oh, right. Well, this is Mrs. Doyle, like, oh, my ears.
Yeah.
Because remember, wherever you go, they can go with you.
Oh wow, she'll need to stay outside.
Yeah.
There's a thing called the harmonic egg, and I only came across it last week. It's like, and apparently it's like an egg. Like I'm thinking of it as a sauna, a small little space that you go and sit in, relax, and you're bathed with light and sound.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
So Mrs. Doyle can sit there, but she'll have a pause on her ears.
Oh, she'd be under lots of blankets. When will be the time that I can invite another cat into the house?
She said there's never a time limit. You could have done it the next day, but she's also bringing up, do you know of a kitten or a very small cat that went to heaven too early? And this is small. Do you know who that is? You keep showing me. I want to go ginger and whitey looking, but I think it's female. Do you know who that is?
Ginger and white. I'm not sure it's ginger and white, but I know of Henry. Oh, it might be Lucy.
Yeah, it's a female.
Well, she wasn't ginger, but she was white.
White
and
with splodges of colour on her.
Yeah, splodges.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Lucy. Yeah.
Yeah, just showing her. And she just said, so any day is absolutely fine. And remember, every animal that comes to you will.
Right. Brilliant.
Okay. Yes.
There's as you were talking, then I kept getting Spirit tend to put a taste or a smell with me to get me to think about something. I could taste chocolate.
All right.
Right. It's not you.
It's me.
But then I got the colour of chocolate. I have never seen a chocolate coloured cat.
Oh, I have.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Oh, golly wow. Yeah. My friend, a best friend had two cats. One of them was called Coco.
Coco!
Oh, there we
we are.
go. Oh.
You see how it works. I love it how Spirit do this. They send us off on this little chase and it's like, what's that all about? So they work with us in completely different ways. So I think where you're concerned, you're extremely spiritual.
Right. Okay.
And I think the more aware you are, the more aware you'll become.
Right.
So take note of everything you see, you smell, you taste, you hear, because it's very likely coming from either your mum or Mrs. Doyle.
But Mrs. Doyle also says she thinks you'll get two,
Right. Okay.
which will amuse each other and want to stay at home.
Right.
And she said house cats do exist.
Right.
So,
Oh, because I want to have a house cat.
oh, there you go.
I'd like to have a house cat.
Yeah.
Mrs. Doyle only went to the boundaries of the garden.
So if you had two in the house,
Yeah.
they'd amuse each other.
Brilliant.
There you go.
There you go. Sorted.
Fabulous.
Bless.
And
Joy.
also the chocolate coloured cat
Yes, yes.
and the friend, she passed over this year.
Ah, okay.
So I'm wondering whether
That's why
That's-
then
yeah,
it's
she might be
wonderful.
there.
It's like, I'm okay, I'm
Yeah.
here, I'm
Yeah.
with the other cats.
And
having
maybe
fun.
she'll help send you your cats.
Yes.
Now you've put it open.
yeah,
Yeah.
fabulous.
Oh, well, thank you for inviting us into your home. What do you think you've learned from today?
Wow, so much that you've mentioned, because like, yeah, that happened and that was only this morning, and just connected with so many different things. But I didn't really connect with me being spiritual.
Ah.
So for example, certain things that would trigger, like my mum, I think, and I might have a conversation with my mum with a hope, or kind of like a I wish
Yeah.
that I was connecting with my mum. And the same with Mrs. Doyle. Often see so many things around the house for both of them and I will have thoughts and connect through my thoughts. But I just thought those are my thoughts.
Not your thoughts.
So
No.
if there's actually connection,
Absolutely. That's it.
that is really
Good.
beautiful.
Yeah.
To actually just, because that just makes it.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And remember, you can ask for guidance. They love to help. They don't sit there and go, you can struggle on your own. If they can help you, they will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the plug thing with the image of the plug and my mum.
Yes.
My mum, she tried everything, and so all my DIY capabilities, which aren't great, but I've been following her. Whatever she thought, I'll have a go, and she has a go.
Yeah.
And so
Brilliant.
the pallets.
Oh yes.
So I'm actually making. So it's like, so I've got a drill jigsaw type thing. It's a very girly one, but I'm in my mum's
Zone of thought.
strategy,
Yes.
if you like.
Yeah,
Oh,
nothing's
we can
impossible.
do that.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Don't know how it's going to
impossible.
turn out,
Yeah.
but it'll
Yeah.
be all right.
But it'll be
Yeah.
all right, and you've had a go, and you've been creative, and your mum is there supervising, so you're all right.
Yeah, and also the windows. Oh my god, that has been in my mind four or five times already.
Get them
today.
sorted.
Yeah.
She wants them sorted. Yeah.
Wow. So thank you so much.
You're very, very
You're
welcome.
very welcome.
Oh, thank you very much.